The EPP is the largest political force in Europe, with 13 heads of state and government out of the 27 member countries. Today, these centre-right leaders are meeting here at the EPP summit to consolidate their positions before the European Council. During the meeting, Swedish Prime Minister Fredrik Reinfeldt, who holds the current EU presidency, underlined his determination to implement the Lisbon Treaty within the next few weeks. This will include the creation of new jobs, including a President of the European Council and a Foreign Policy Chief. José Manuel Barroso, the President of the European Commission, and Jean-Claude Juncker, the Prime Minister of Luxembourg and President of the Eurogroup, gave us their personal thoughts on the typical profile of such candidates.
The general behavior, the one who will become President of the European Council should adopt. I do think that what is needed is a kind of honest broker, a deal maker, someone who, of course, as far as this is part of his domain, is representing the Union to the outside world together with the President of the Commission and the High Representative, but he has to make sure that in order to give the European Union the needed external credibility, that we are, as far as our own domestic policy is concerned, behaving in a very coherent and consequent way.
I hope they will find competent and committed Europeans. I know the choice of the European Council President is for the Council, so it's not for me. The High Representative will be Vice President of the Commission, of course. I will have to approve that name. But the most important thing is to have good people that are competent at the same time committed to our common European project.
President Barroso went on to explain his vision for the new Commission, which will also be appointed following the implementation of the treaty. He emphasized the need for more female candidates.
I want more women, but unfortunately the governments are not sending me women as candidates, so I will keep on insisting, because I think it is important to have gender balance in the European Commission and in the European Union. Regarding the Lisbon Treaty, I'm almost sure that we are going to get that Lisbon Treaty relatively soon. Now we are very close to the completion of this process.
Also on the agenda were discussions concerning the final climate change negotiations ahead of the UN conference in Copenhagen. Connie, Hedegaard, the Danish Minister for Climate and Energy, whose country is hosting the conference, was asked to attend the summit to give an update on the preparations.
The EPP and the EU is doing a lot. One could say that so far the European Union is the region in the world who has come forward with the most ambitious targets, and in many respects EU is showing strong international leadership. But as I believe it's very important that also EU will show leadership when it comes to finance. And the Commission has come forward with some rather ambitious figures, but I believe it's very crucial that the heads of states now at this council meeting could decide to come up with specific targets also for the contributions from the European Union. That is what is needed at this stage of the negotiations.
The EPP leaders are due to meet again at the EPP's Statutory Congress in Bonn on the 9th and 10th of December. Here they will update the framework of one of their fundamental ideological pillars, the social market economy, which is confidently guiding Europe through the economic crisis. For further information, please visit our website at epp.eu.